I make over $60,000 a month and I'm not some crazy business genius. I'm literally just a guy that posts YouTube videos and just knows how to consistently make them blow up. Over the past 11 years, I've been able to secure 7 YouTube plaques just to prove to you that this business model works. And if you follow along, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm making all of these YouTube channels and how you can automate them yourself. So let's get into it. Pick a viral YouTube format. The first steps to starting any channel and where most people mess up is picking the wrong thing to make videos about. See, most beginners think you need to pick a niche first, like finance, motivation, gaming. But what has worked for me and for many others that print with YouTube is not copying a niche, it's copying a format. For example, here's a popular format that's taking over YouTube right now, which is the 7 levels format, also known as the 7 layers. What we see here is the exact same format in different niches. So this video is the 7 levels of rappers, starting from level 1 to level 7. We see someone else doing this with anime, the 7 levels of power system. Someone made a video, the 7 levels of humor, the 7 levels of reality, and the more recent one, the 7 levels of addiction and comics. So as you can see, no matter if you're talking about actors or talking about boxers or talking about the internet, you could take a niche and then put it into a viral format. A format is a structure or visual style of a video, not the niche. A format determines whether YouTube's algorithm pushes out your video. Most beginners just pick a niche that they like, that's it, nobody watches. The real money is in formats that are already working on YouTube. And this is where AI comes in. Because instead of spending hours trying to figure out what is working on YouTube, I just use TubeGen to find the best performing videos. This saves me so much time, so watch this. This is a built-in YouTube niche discovery that I use to find viral YouTube videos. This is the big secret. There's no use in just scavenging for hours trying to find working formats when you have something that does it for you. So I use TubeGen's niche discovery. I search up faceless channels that are long form, that are in English, that average over 5,000 views. And I like the channel to be made within the last 90 days. You don't have to have this one. And before I even click on a channel that I see here, I'm able to see the subscribers, the average views, how many videos are up, and how long it's been active, and even if the channel is monetized. This is the first channel I see. I don't know. Let's click on it. And what do we have? Okay, we have a truck channel. vidIQ is estimating that this channel is making anywhere from $7,000 to $21,000 a month. And what's so interesting is this channel isn't even a month old and it's already monetized and making pretty good money. And we can clearly see what this format is. It's just truck videos. Every thumbnail looks very similar. And when just taking a look at these videos, these are just so easy to make. This is another simple banger on YouTube. When using TubeGen, you're going to see channels from all over in a bunch of different niches. I personally like to avoid a lot of this kid animation type of channels because those don't have very high RPMs. And as you can see, these 3 channels that are just kids brain rot aren't even monetized. So after scrolling for a bit, I see these 2 channels are interesting. This one averages 54,000 views. Let's click on it. I like to go to their most recent videos to see how they're performing, and I do see some pretty nice outlier videos. The channel is doing great. And again, you can see every video has a very similar visual structure to it. This is the format. And because this channel has good performing videos within the last 2 weeks, I would say this is another really good channel. And now let's click on the other one I found. Let's take a look, and this one, not as hot. If I go to most popular, I can see that 2 months ago, yes, they had pretty well performing videos, but as in the last 2 weeks, yes, you could go into a channel like this and you could make money, but it's not going to be the most optimal. And at this stage in YouTube for me, I'm just trying to make as much money as I can. Okay, so I just found another channel that's monetized called Old Money Lost. This looks amazing. They're making 1 hour long videos, which means the RPM is going to be very high. A lot of you guys know I had a channel like this, and this channel was making up to $30 per 1,000 views. And as you can see, in the past 7 days, this video has 596,000 views, and this channel is monetized. This channel is making a killing, and they're talking about factories. I can't think of anything more boring yet more profitable. I seriously might take that one for myself. That's like really good. This is yet another great channel, and one I think we could use as one of our examples. This is a cute animation channel that talks about what it feels like to die. I know, pretty grim, but really obscure as well. What bleeding out feels like, what being eaten by a crocodile, being killed by a lightsaber, drowning, a jet engine. The appeal of this channel is obviously the weird, strange ways you can die. And I think we have a very clear format here. We have minimalistic text on a white background with a cartoon character, which we see consistently with every single thumbnail. So if I want to make a channel like this, no, I'm not going to go and recreate their most popular video. I would use their structure almost like a template. I see what's working well. So on the top of my head, what's something that's really obscure? I could do what getting struck by lightning feels like, banger video. To instill this even more into your brain, we can see that this is a sports channel talking about football. Yes, it's a bit older, but every single video is about football, and we can see a constant format that they're using is to like split in half sheet of paper sort of effect. So we see what their format is, NFL content, with stopping someone from doing the exact same thing in another sport like NBA, NHL, anything. Their most popular video is the addict who became the NFL's highest paid star. Their second biggest video is the D3 nobody who shocked the NFL. Replace the word NFL with NBA and now you have banger video ideas. It is just that simple. Now in 2026, if you find a channel that you really like, you just cannot copy it directly, I recommend having a pivot. Most people think the goal is to find a winning channel and just copy one-to-one. But the real leverage you have with the format is to take what works and put it somewhere that no one else is looking. It's the reason why I can launch a new channel and not have to worry about competition. This is the exact same principle I was talking about with the 7 levels format. 11 days ago, this channel had a breakout video, the 11 levels of Sith explained in detail. This video almost has 800,000 views. That's really good. And their niche is Star Wars. This is very similar to the other format that's really popular, which is the explained in minutes. Here's a banger video, every drug and its effect in 17 minutes, 3.3 million views. Here's another banger, every paradox in 8 minutes. We could switch just to guns, every type of gun explained in 5 minutes. We could go to NBA again, every NBA era explained in 31 minutes. This is one of my students right here doing Roblox videos explained in minutes. Your pivot niche can make or break your entire system. So before you commit, you need to know exactly what you're looking for to make sure the niche is stable and worth your time. So ask yourself the question, does this niche have a proven demand, aka are people watching this? You can find this simply from going to YouTube search and searching up the idea you already have to see if other people are using it. Another huge thing to think about is obviously the RPM. RPM is just how much you make per 1,000 views. Niches that typically have an older audience pay better per 1,000 views. So one of my channels is in senior health. I target an audience that is over 60 plus. That is one of the highest paying audiences on YouTube. Obviously, you don't have to do that, but it's just something to keep in mind. If you want to make kids videos, that's fine, but finance, business, true crime, lawn mowing will pay the best. Another thing to think about is how efficiently can you actually generate these videos? If I'm looking at a video like this, I'm thinking about, okay, how much is this going to cost to actually produce? I see this is animation. Animation is going to cost anywhere between $7 to $15 a minute to edit. So keep that in mind before you pick a niche or format, because if you go into something like this channel that we just saw earlier, this channel would probably cost $3 a minute. This channel is almost just a complete slideshow made with TubeGen, and I mean, it's monetized, it's doing great. There are so many different niches, formats, ideas, video types that you can post on YouTube, so pick something that best suits all of your needs. I typically come up with a format and think of about 1 to 2 different niche pivots before I actually select one. This is so crucial because whatever niche that you decide is the only niche you should have on that channel. You can't switch niches and switch formats back and forth. That's not a good idea at all. This exact formula is what kept my YouTube automation business printing for years. I've gotten a lot of awards, a lot of letters from YouTube. I got this penthouse, these supercars, all from YouTube automation, and I've helped a lot of people receive results as well. For example, Matt right now is making $900 a day, and he just started 2 weeks ago with his first AI channel. Or my guy Spencer, who's making over $15,000 a month with his YouTube channel. So if you want in on this, you want to learn exactly how YouTube automation works and how to make money and learn from me, the link to join the private community will be down in the description. But now let's get into how I actually create these videos, because this is what makes the business actually boring in the best way possible. I use TubeGen for scripts, voiceovers, and ideas. If you want to actually compete with other YouTube channels, you need to get videos out as soon as possible. But that only used to be possible if you're someone like Mr. Beast, you had a bunch of money to put in, you had a huge team of large production. But obviously, you know, most people don't have that. I started this at my mom's house. The old way for YouTube automation was hiring scripts, hiring people for voiceovers, obviously getting editors. When I started, I didn't even have the money for a script writer, so I'm on here on Wiki looking at all these articles and then writing it down for a YouTube script like it's a college essay. I was doing that every single day because I couldn't afford a script writer. And then after that, I would have to voice it over. So I bought a new microphone to get voiceovers and all this equipment and all this fancy stuff. And then guess what happened? Everything changed when AI came out. But not exactly when it came out. It's when it was able to be good enough to actually be used in YouTube videos seamlessly. And that was the bottleneck for years. Regular people can compete with top YouTube channels now thanks to AI. I can literally find a channel I want to model and use AI to create the videos in the exact same way. This is so easy. Since I've talked about this channel so much, let's use this one as the example. Let's copy this channel. Let's go over to the TubeGen niche finders and watch this. I'm going to paste in this channel. It's going to tell me the niche and all this fun stuff. And all I'm going to click here is copy style. It's going to take all the videos on the channel. It's going to transcribe it. It's going to use AI to make a complete breakdown of the channel so you can create it yourself. So I'm on TubeGen. I can go over to styles and we can see the style that we just created. I like to press review and kind of see what we have. They give us some reference videos. They automatically determine the average word count and the voiceover that's closely associated with it. And actually all of the voiceovers are from 11 Labs. So you can use the AI voice from 11 Labs, which obviously is the highest quality, or you can even clone your own voice. And you can also change the language. So one thing I like to do is go in advanced settings. And one thing I like to do is just, bring this up just a little bit, the voice speed. And if I needed any additional context that I need to, feed the script or anything like that, I could put it inside of here. But yeah, I saved this and now I have my model. Let me show you some more stuff. Okay, so if we go over to generate title, we can just put in the channel URL or just generate from the style and it will come up with video ideas for us. 15 video ideas to be exact. And these aren't just bad AI slop YouTube titles either. These are actually good. So I can go over and select any video I would like to do. Curse inventions that killed their creators. That sounds really interesting. 10 lost technologies that could power the future. These are like really good videos. All right, I'm going to do this one and we're going to use this title. We can also enable web search if you want to get just a little bit more script accuracy. But yeah, we decide our video title from here and we just press generate and it uses Claude AI to generate an actual good script for a YouTube video. A lot of channels that you probably have watched are using TubeGen. Okay, so the script is now complete and I just checked over everything and it's solid. This is good. And if you wanted a description, it can also generate a nice description for us. But I'm a huge fan of the voiceover, so all we have to do is press generate and we can generate that voiceover. Our voiceover is done. Now I can just hear it over.
The Gyrocopter Death Trap. In 1936, Juan de la Cierva climbed into the cockpit of a prototype.
Really good, really good. And it even has the accent nice. Yeah, that's amazing. Not only that, it can help you with visuals for your actual videos. So if you need any AI videos in the background instead of using VO3, you can use TubeGen here. And any style that you wanted. If you want a pixel art, anime, it can do all of that. I talk about this a lot in other videos, as well as thumbnails and even background music, all done for you in one website. But this isn't just a TubeGen tutorial video. This is, an overall tutorial. But now we can get to the part that matters most when it comes to going viral on YouTube in 2026. Outsource editing and thumbnails. At this point, you have your format, you have your niche pivot, you have TubeGen managing all of the backend stuff. Now you need someone to actually take those assets and put the video together. And this is where outsourcing work comes to play, which is the key to running multiple YouTube channels. You think I could work on all of these channels and edit all these videos? I would lose my mind. Most people try to edit their own videos, but I just don't recommend it. You'll get burned out pretty fast. Yes, that's what I did way back when. I just had that time, dedication. But if you're working a job or you're in school, you just probably won't have that time. Editing is a huge bottleneck for the YouTube automation system. So if you have a bad editor, everything is crushed. So it's very important to have a good, reliable editor. The goal here is to remove yourself from the process as soon as possible, to pretty much just let everything run smoothly and for you to be completely hands-off and just collect the cash flow. And because TubeGen handles the scripts, the voiceovers, some of the visuals, the background music even, the only thing you have to worry about is obviously, putting it together. So I'm going to show you how I find editors for my videos. My message requests on Discord are usually filled with people saying, hey, let me edit for you. But the main Discord server that I use is called Creative Hub. The only thing I do is create a job listing. I choose video editing and now I just make a really quick prompt. I would say something like daily YouTube history videos. I would show them the example channel that I would like. So here's the link to the Lazy Detective channel. I will say we'll need some animation and 3 videos a week. And I'll say whatever my budget is. This doesn't really matter because you can negotiate. So for something like this, I'd probably pay $60, $70 a video. So we'll say 70 to start with. And that is pretty much it. That's all you do. And guess what? All of the editors will come to you. One other thing that I asked for is portfolio. I would like to see an editor that has experience. And I will give you a caution. A lot of people who will come to you and say, yes, I will edit for you, they could be outsourcing work themselves, or they could just be lazy, which is why I always filter through all the trash by just simply telling them, hey, give me a 30-second sample. And because I have all the assets from TubeGen, the only thing that I have to do is just review the samples that they gave me. I send it off to, 8 editors, and then I just go through the 8 samples and just pick the guy who's the best. Another great place to find work is ytjobs.co. This is a great website, but it is a bit more expensive. You can almost confirm that you'll get a person of quality here. You can also go to fiverr.com to find someone as well. A lot of mixed opinions. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. But please, please, please make sure you have a reliable editor before you start anything. Manage workflow and quality control. Running a YouTube channel doesn't have to be complicated. I keep it very simple and I make $60K a month. But without a workflow, you spend more time managing people than actually growing. That's why I keep everything managed in a Discord server or a Trello. So this is the server that I use, Straw Hat Corporations, a very, very professional business we have going on here. I'll show you one of the channels I was working on, Senior Health Center, and all I did was make a thread. I provide the script and the voiceover. The editor, guess what, gets the video back to me. That simple. And all of the other channels are all in this server. And if you don't know how to make a thread, I just go to this plus button, create a thread. I name it the title of the video, so test, and then I would just drag in the assets here. This is Trello, something else that I use for organization. This is for a celebrity news account. So I have all of these ideas ready, and say I wanted to make a video on what happened to D's nuts. That's one of the ideas that I have. I would move this over to scripts, and then the script writer would get notified that guess what, the video is ready. Then he would move it over to voice acting. The person who do the voice actor would move it over to editing, and then when the editor is done, they would move it over to complete. So it's like a conveyor belt system. Now, obviously, because scripts and voiceovers are now done mostly with AI, this isn't even necessary. It'll just go from video ideas to editing to complete. And if we actually click on one of the video ideas, you can see the script is provided here. And the videos that have a green tag are the ones uploaded. The ones in red are not uploaded. Now it's time to go over possibly one of the most important things, which is obviously creating the channel itself. So I'm going to use this channel as an example. This is an old channel that I used for my old Call of Duty videos that now I'm going to use for a YouTube automation channel. I have my first video ready. It's just a guns explain type of channel.
Different firearms.
I thought this is a pretty good niche, so I'm going to go into this, right? Things like profile pictures, banners, names, that doesn't really matter. But I do like to have some nice simple branding. This picture was made completely with AI. And I like to go to the channel settings and just add some nice keywords or tags. When uploading your video, it's very important to note that this setting is always off, which is made for kids. Make sure the video says it's not made for kids. No matter what it is, turn it off. You have our title, our description, all of this is really self-explanatory stuff. Video elements, make sure that you always have an end screen. So if we press add at the end of our video, we want to make sure that there is a subscribe and another video for our channel. So it's a reminder for people to, number one, subscribe to your channel, and two, watch more of your videos. End screens are so underrated, so make sure you have them up. You just save that, and then guess what? Make your video public. Do not hyper obsess over things that don't matter, like posting times. You'd be surprised the amount of people that come to me saying, oh, I was going to post a video, but it was 3 p.m. That does not matter, especially for a new channel. If you do everything that I said, you have a video that's in a good format, the script writing, the editing is good, you are fine. And once you start posting, your goal should be to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to be eligible for the YouTube monetization program. That may sound hard, but you'd be surprised on how many people get it within their first video. And then that's the cycle. You do the same thing, rinse and repeat. But there's one last thing that I do to scale to over 10K a month consistently. Once a channel is fully monetizable and profitable, I move it on to someone else to manage, which all of it is ran in this Discord server you see here, which actually they don't really do much work. The only thing they do is just open TubeGen and generate prompts for me. And that is the entire boring system that generates me $60,000 a month. I just showed you that anyone can do it as long as you have internet connection and a brain, of course. So if you want to get started, I have a link for you to try out TubeGen. Yes, it is a discount link, by the way, so it's cheaper through me. I am a partner with them. And if you want help building your first channel the right way, you can also find the link to work with me directly. Not only do you get free access to TubeGen, you get calls every single day, you get niche finds, you get to see these secret channels, and come to my in-person mansion mastermind events. I've helped Eddie Verhilla go from $0 to $30,000 in a month, and Gavin scale to over $50,000 a month with one channel. As you can see, serious revenue can be generated with YouTube automation. Thousands a day that I've helped. So yes, subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says you from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm gonna click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.